The Holy Gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ, according to John.
Glory to you, Lord Christ.
Jesus said to his disciples, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vinegrower. He removes every branch in him that bears no fruit. Every branch that bears fruit, he prunes to make it more fruit. You have already been cleansed by the word that I have spoken to you. Abide in me as I abide in you. Just as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who abide in me and I in them bear much fruit, because apart from me you can do nothing. Whoever does not abide in me is thrown away like a branch and withers. Such branches are gathered, thrown into the fire, and burned. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, ask for whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. My Father is glorified by this, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Christ.
Please be seated. This morning we hear a couple descriptors of God. We hear that God is love, right? And we hear that God is the vine grower, right? You have grapes, yes. So if God is the vine grower, here we got grapes. May I borrow your grapes? What does God do according to the gospel? He prunes. Yeah, God prunes. Here's another one. If you were a vine, do you think it'd be fun if you got pruned? No, I don't think so either. So if things aren't fruitful, God's going to clip them and take it away from you. But it also says that if you are bearing fruit, you're going to get pruned so you can bear more fruit. Right? So our whole mission is to bear fruit. And we bear fruit through our struggles. Not what we all came to church to hear, right? But it's true. It is through our wounds and through our times of struggle and through our doubts and our fears that we become the closest with God. It is in those moments that we remember we're not alone in what we're going through. God has us. The branch and the vine cannot be separated. It's impossible. It cannot be separated. It is that relationship, that close continuity between the branch and the vine that keeps us intact. Now, if you go back to the Acts of the Apostles, we get some lessons as to how that is, right? Philip demonstrates that for us in the Acts of the Apostles because he's sporadic, he's spontaneous. He's in the chariot with a eunuch, an individual who is separated from society, who has a lot of doubts, who's been scarred and marked for life. And Philip starts teaching the word, so much so that the eunuch says, I want part of that. I want what you have. I want that right now. Stop the chariot. There's water. Let's do this, dude. And so there's no pre-baptismal class. There's no canonical paperwork to fill out. Right? They go down to the water and Philip baptizes him and poof, he disappears. To go do what he is supposed to do. The eunuch goes as witness, Philip goes as a witness. We too, the Eastertide is full of witness stories of hope. It is our story. It is our story that is seeped with hope that we share to other people. It is through our actions. Our actions and our belief in God should be one. That's where the branch and the leaf come into play. What we believe should be reflected in what we do. And it is that continuity, is that relationship that is so intertwined that tells other people that engage with us, oh my gosh, I want what Alex has. I want what Rhett has. I want that. Where did they go to get that? Well, you go to St. Bartholomew's. Right? Yes, you come to St. Bartholomew's because we're full of it. Good stuff. We're full of good stuff. Right? It is our actions. Sometimes we underestimate our actions. And in reality, that's where God is. God is in that simple hello in the grocery store. He's in that simple nod or smile as you're walking through a parking lot. He was all over the ballpark last night, right? Anybody that was there? Oh my gosh, the energy in section 108 was vibrant because it was full of St. Bartholomew's. We are the only Episcopal church in this community, my friends. We are witness to the Episcopal Church. We have no competition. It's just us. Right? The only way we can get the word out is to be witnesses, to show our actions and to share our stories. And to know that God is in it, all of it. The prickly stuff and the weeds and the rough edges, God's in all of it. We cannot separate ourselves from God. It's impossible. So go out there, share your vine, let it flow to the light. Vines they don't know any restraint. They'll go wherever they need to go, right? Right? That is the whole point. Go where you need to go. Go where you're being led to go. God's going to prune you. Yeah, it's going to be kind of painful. But that's all right, because he's pruning you so you can share the story and be witness and bring others into the fold. So go and spread the word.